Hey, this is Damon Bungard, and today we're going to talk about Bear's new Static K-4 bow. Now, new is a subjective term. This bow was introduced in 1952, and the folks at Bear have thought to bring it back this year for all of our pleasure. Now, what exactly is a static bow? A static bow, you can think of it kind of like a longbow, but with recurve tips on the end. And what these recurve tips do is they remain stiff, static. So as you draw the bow, they don't actually flex. What that does is it concentrates power in the core of the limb, keeps this nice and stiff. It kind of gives it, you can think of it as like a longbow supercharged. And it makes the bow extra quiet, makes it pack a good punch, and really, really fun to shoot. Now, the Static K-4 has got a Bubinga riser. It's got a near center cut shelf, maple and glass limbs, and then really cool brush knocks built into the end. Now, one nice thing about static bows too is that they're a little bit quieter than a typical longbow. Now, this has got nothing on it yet. All I've added is one string knock. But you can kind of see at the tip, the brush knock, it's called, is built in. Now, these are maple and glass, and it kind of helps prevent, just like you would add a brush buster on other recurves or longbows, this helps prevent brush from getting caught when you're stalking in the woods. Really cool, unique, nice detail feature. So again, you can see the nice brown glass, caramel on the inside, the Bubinga riser, and then the really cool brush knocks on top. They have some white and black glass, and then the maple and glass brush knocks. Really neat feature on a static longbow. So again, this static little recurve tip on a longbow packs a good punch. Now, I'll do a little up close. I usually am hunting with the Bear Takedown, and I have a Montana here, and we'll kind of look at the tip comparisons to compare the two. But again, the brush knocks kind of helps that string when you release. It kind of rolls it back into a nice cool groove there, helps quiet that bow down, and really, really cool thing to shoot. So let's take some shots. Now, I've just started setting it up. I just strung it. I kind of set my initial brace height through a brass knock on there. We'll take some shots. And already I can tell it's going to be a pretty darn quiet bow without adding anything onto the strings. Now I'll do that over time, and I'll play with it, and I'll adjust my brace height and my knock point to make sure the arrows are flying good. I got a little bit of wobble right now, but I'll get that dialed in. And that's 3 in the kill zone. So again, this is the new Bear Static K-4. Really cool bow, 1952, 2017. It's back. It's fun. Cool old school leather grip on it. And again, now we'll take a quick look at these tips versus a Montana longbow and the Bear Takedown. So here's 3 traditional bows now lined up. I have a recurve, a longbow, and the new static bow. So on a recurve, you can see how, again, that limb works all the way out. It flexes when you draw. That string can kind of come back and contact this part of the limb, making a little bit of noise. I'll always add a brush buster because you do have a point there where brush can come in, a stick, and catch and snag when you're stalking through the woods. Now on a longbow, again, that limb works all the way out, the whole limb when you draw the bow and it flexes. You have a big pinch point there. You can add things for catching brush. But then as you get into the static bow, now this portion of the limb will work and flex when you draw. This portion stays static, so it doesn't move. And then you have this nice string groove there for that brush knot. And then it's kind of like a built-in point where sticks and brush will want to pass out on their own. That's why they're called brush knocks. So there's the 3. Now I'll go back to shooting some of the static and look at some different angles, and you can see and listen. Here's one last look at the bow from tip to tip. Again, you got a Bubinga riser, maple and glass limbs, maple and Bubinga string knocks. It's a 64-inch bow. Mine is set up at 50 pounds. Just take some more shots now from a slightly different angle. So I put the arrow on the shelf here. You can see a near center cut shelf on this bow. can see how this bow flexes. It's always fun getting a new bow and setting it up. I've just kind of guessed on the brace height around 7.5 inches. I have my nock point. Now I'll see how my arrows that I have set up for the other bows fly. A little bit of a slap there. If you're getting some arm slap, that's usually a sign your brace height's not set high enough. You'll want to increase that brace height, that distance from the inside of the grip to the string. That's what's always fun about getting a new traditional bow, is setting it up. So I'll pause when I draw this one. You can kind of see how this bow looks like when it's flexed. Really pretty bow. And that's that. So this is the new, but not so new, Bear Static K-4. Check it out, beararchery.com. Find a dealer, get out, shoot one, take it on a 3D course, take it into the woods, kill something, do whatever you want to do, but have fun shooting whatever traditional bow you choose.